Okay, and we're back, and our microphone is working correctly this time. So, welcome back to episode 3, I believe. Um, there we go, and we'll just hop right back in where we started. What I was doing for a couple minutes before I realized that my mic wasn't working correctly is I'm moving this par 3 up a little bit, doing a little bit of sculpting on that, and then we'll probably move this green over a little bit, make it a little bit more of a dog leg type thing, and use some of this open space in here. Anyway, yes, back to the music, and actually streaming this stuff. Oh, absolutely not. I think it's just marking the spot, so it's fine. Plus, I'm thinking of moving the green site anyways, so it is totally fine. Although I do kind of like generally where that green sits. But I also like being able to really work that kind of cross. Oh, do you want a square green? I mean, I don't think it really fits the course at the moment, but or the style of the rest of them. And you know what? Here. I mean, I can just fill that space with, like, if I just sprinkle a couple trees in, it'll look just fine. I don't need to reroute the hole. Gotta figure out how to incorporate those, let's see. I mean, some of these bunkers are, continuity be damned. Absolutely. Alright, well, we need to drop all of this way down. Alright, that's more like it. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Now the question is, I have no idea what to do with these bunkers that Forrest wants around the green here. A lot of these don't quite make sense to me. They're either very far away from the green or... Actually, they're all kind of far away from the green. Yeah, we'll have some runoff to the right there. Probably move those into here. This is a par 5, isn't it? Yes, alright. You know, I might even put like a, I might put a little internal fairway bunker in there. I think we expand this bunker. Expand that bunker. Then we do kind of one here, one here. Just because. And then, yeah. Put our 2 in there, something like that. Alright. No, I don't want to clear those. I want to do brush clearing. There we go. A Gerald Ep3 collab? I mean, that would make a, that would definitely make an interesting series of videos. I mean, we can definitely work on that, I think. Maybe. Alright, I forgot. We need to do that little bunker there. I say, Charles Barkley's never actually done any of the I know they got him out for one hole at the end of one of them. But they've never actually had him on any of the matches, have they? I feel like that's a... Oh wait, no. I think they did do that on one of them. I can't remember. The whole... Where it was like Steph Curry and I can't remember who, like Romo maybe versus Phil and Barkley. I don't know. It's been so long since any of those have really been worth watching. I've completely... I don't even remember, you know, how half of those worked. I'm suddenly remembering that he was in one. God, there's been so many of them. So many of them. Manning and Steph Curry, thank you. That was close. You can always tweak that if need be. I think I'm a little off in my bordering there. No, not fill. Smooth and close. That's what we want. I can probably bump the width up because it's a little... There, that's perfect. And, oh, add rough, do that, easy enough, and we'll do that to the green, which I forgot to do as well. There it is, perfect. There, one there and there. One's fine. Well, I've got it marked. Just so I can clear all these out and then get into actually creating some bunkers. It's sad. I was just thinking, I'm like, wasn't the third installment where they did Payne's Valley? I'm like, oh no, that was a different thing. And that one sucked too. Of course, Payne's Valley just, I mean, if I'm being totally honest, that place just looks like ass. Like, obviously very nice in terms, like, you know, like, almost, like, overly heavily manicured, but it's just, like, the course itself just looks bad. Like, it just doesn't need to exist. When is Dream Team Draft? I cannot remember. I think it's end of August. It's either just before or just after CC window closes. I can't keep track of these things. I don't remember exactly when the date is. I'm also kind of looking at this course going, why did I start another project? Or rather, I mean, I know why I started this one. It's more along the lines of the, you know, starting something to use for a 2K submission, and then the theme kind of changed on me. So, I mean, changed is a wrong word. I jumped the gun a little bit, just going, hey, I'm gonna make this kind of generalized course that should work for most themes, and then I can use that, get a head start, and then decided that nope, that isn't going to work for the theme that I'm given. So now this project isn't being used for anything, but what was I gonna say? But I got a great start on it and was feeling very enthusiastic about finishing the project up. So I just figured I'd keep at it. Well, those look terrible. Alright. Why can't I make bunkers all of a sudden? Well, that makes one of us Maddie. I have so many damn projects going. And not really enough ideas to go around, I think, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, that should work. Alright. You know what? Shortage plat and reroute it. Fair. How many user courses do you think 2K will include in 22? I have absolutely zero idea. I'm assuming around the same number they did, but I'd just be guessing. Hopefully they include some more, because I think that's, like, just in terms of, like, there's no reason not to just, like, throw 100 user courses into the new game. Just for variety's sake. Like, yes, I know that's not the selling point of the game to a, like, to your casual fan, but it's like, but kind of once you rope them into the game with the, you know, 10 TPC courses or whatever that your casual, golfer would recognize, be like, oh, I know that course name, I want to play that one, and then realizing that TPC courses are generally quite boring and uninteresting to play. You know, again, once they're in and get bored of the TPC courses and, you know, want new content to play, hopefully some, you know, then you have like, hey, we just happen to have 100, you know, really well-made, user-made courses in the game. Like, have at those. Why can't I make bunkers anymore? All of these look terrible. Alright. There you go. Yes, this will be like an hour and a half episode of me just constantly remaking bunkers on this green. I should probably just doodle like anything in and call it a day. Just because I can... Just tinkering kind of bunker shapes is not something I have to do on stream. I could just do this some other time. The construction and, you know, like the high level ideas are kind of what's important. I don't know if anyone needs to watch me, you know, absolutely nail the, you know, the execution of it for like every little detail on the course. All right. I don't like it, but it's good enough for now. All right. Maddie, do you mean in terms of like design or execution? Because I mean, like Riviera is, you know, obviously in terms of like architecture is the best of the TPC courses in game, but to me in terms of just like the technical execution of it, because that's one of the earlier ones they did, it's a little on the rougher side. Like whoever they have actually building all of like the light art out TPC courses and stuff, or I guess they're not all TPC, but I mean like just the real life ones. Whoever they have doing that has definitely been getting better at it as they go. Yeah, exactly, Maddie. The execution of Riv is a little rough, which is kind of disappointing because that's, to me, you know, kind of the premier course in the game. Like, I get probably Sawgrass and Scottsdale have, you know, almost equal, like, I don't know, I guess casual player recognition would be the right phrase to use, but again, I'm not the biggest fan of either of those courses personally. But like Bay Hill and Detroit Golf Club, like the execution of those files was done a lot better. It just looks a lot more polished. So I don't expect them to go back and redo any of them, just for, you know, I don't know if they have the resources for that, but you know, it would be nice to see stuff kind of brought up to that level. Yep, no worries, Maddie. Thank you for tuning in. It was great having you. Yeah, these all look awful, but it's fine. That's fine. Good enough. I don't need to spend all day on this. We have other things to do. Especially since I'm sure, you know, we'll be tweaking whole ideas kind of at some point anyway. You know, these don't have to be the final draft of all of these holes, so. You know, sometimes it's easier to just kind of throw ideas down and edit them once you have a more clear picture of, you know, how the course is gonna flow, like, you know, like routing, all the kind of basic stuff is penciled in, and you can kind of see things where it's like, oh, okay, here's the holes that really work, here's the ones that don't, that sort of thing. Like, okay, or you go, oh, well, these are both okay, but they're kind of the same hole, I can edit one of them so that they feel unique, that sort of stuff. Oh, I'm playing from the front tees, that's why it's so short. Okay. That clubhouse is gonna need a little work as well. I mean, this whole section's gonna need some sculpting help, so. Maybe I should come back and do this a different time when I'm, you know, feeling it a little more. Of course, I could just move the tee boxes too. That would solve the problem of this, like, really steep, awkward hill. Like, obstructing everything. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that. And then you can see those bunkers a little better anyways. Yeah, I like that idea. Let's do that. number 3 green here. That way we get to kind of fill that space in, while also not having it be totally, what do you want to call it? Kind of have cast shadows on it. I can probably thin those out too if needed. It's a little harsh in terms of lighting. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we'll have to work on the lighting for that one, but I was gonna say 3 and 6 are gonna be the ones that are gonna be hard to do. And maybe kind of 7 a little bit. Although, yeah, I think 7 will be a little easier. But once we get the lighting on those figured out, the rest should be easy, because it's only the stuff on the sun side that's going to be difficult. Get rid of some of those for now. Alright, anyway, we can fill in these bunker brushes and call it a day. Right here, actually. Let's just try thinning it out just a little bit, so that's not like pitch black. That's more like it. All right. Well, again, we'll figure it out, but. Probably should have done the bunkers before I threw all the shadow casting trees in there, but actually, yeah, let's do that. We're gonna move all of these way down. All right. These just are not coming easily to me today. Yeah, that'll work. And then what do I want in here? Hey Jack, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, that could work. That's a little better, at least. Yeah, not my favorite bunkers so far, but they'll do the job for now. All right. Yeah, I just, well, I mean, between finishing up the last project and wanting to get a running start on another one, yeah, I've had a lot to do this week. I imagine I'll be, you know, I'll slow down a little bit after this week, I imagine, but I've had time and what do you want to call it? I had been holding off on starting any like from scratch new projects for a while. So, you know, realistically, outside of, you know, throwing several hours into the Links project over the last couple weeks, I had basically not hopped in the designer for about a month. Although I can't remember when I kicked Aldrin out the door. Maybe that wasn't quite a month ago. I did that one relatively quickly, but I know I took a good couple months where I wasn't doing much designing, so I think after I get the next couple projects done, I'm gonna be ready for a break again. But in the meantime, I've been enjoying just kind of hopping in the designer and hitting the ground running. All right, again, good enough for now. Yeah, plus I've also been streaming a lot, because anytime I'm doing like a Joy of Planting project where I want to stream the design creation process, basically anytime I hop in the designer, I'm doing one of these, so. Again, I'm sure it'll be kind of a feast-famine type thing where I'll be streaming a lot anytime I'm working on one of these, and if I'm not, I won't be streaming a ton. Although I'll at least attempt to stream all the, what do you want to call it? CC, I'll do a playthrough of all the CC contest courses. So that should be a lot of work as well. It's gonna be busy the next couple months. Four and a half minutes of fame. Hey, weren't you supposed to leave? You can shush, you're not supposed to be here anymore. Yeah, jerk. Sure, we all totally believe you. Suppose we kind of have to do something punch bowl-ish for this one. Since it's already sitting in a natural punch bowl. All of a sudden I was on a little bit of a design kick here this morning. And then now that I set up to stream, I'm just, all of a sudden I'm just kind of out of ideas. Maybe I picked the wrong time to stream. Alright. So we'll just, I mean this will be kind of a little generic for now, but I just realized I did the 5th hole off stream. I'll have to show what I did there. That's my bad. I forgot that I did that since the last time I did one of these episodes, so. So we'll take a look at that in a sec. Oh, I already passed it. There you go. Still only 160. Oh, I hadn't moved the tee boxes back yet. That's right. Yeah, anyway, here, now that I've just hopped in and did playtesting, here's what we have for the 5th so far. Kind of hugs the first hole a little bit. I do love this view on the property. Like this is a great looking tee shot for these couple holes. Still need to add a little bit of internal fairway contours on this hole, but You know, again, two kind of similar holes that share about, you know, like the same land, but two very interesting green sites, I think. Ooh, that's a shot. Probably start working on 6 if I want. At least clear that out. Maybe toss in our light rough. No, I don't want brush. What am I doing? Alright, and we'll just, yeah. There we go. Actually getting our fringe to work. Maybe a bit excessive there. Alright. Alright, let's see. Alright, that'll work for now. Okay, not the strongest hole in the course yet, but I think there's like a basic concept there. We got kind of a punch bowl green here. I can even raise that up a little bit. I could sprinkle a smaller bunker in the front if I wanted. Whatever. We'll figure that out later. But, I mean, at least we sorted out some of the issues with this one. Probably fill in all the, like, the pine straw texture out over here. Maybe we sprinkle some houses off, you know, like off to the, you know, the side and around this way, something like that. Kind of make it feel a little more lived in. I don't know if I want to keep that city skyline or not. If we want this to be like almost like an urban park type vibe or not. Alright, I think we're gonna work on. I think we should work on. We should work on 6 for a bit. See if we can come up with anything for this one. Alright, so what do we have here? Lengthwise, this is 418, so kind of on the shorter side. Alright, that means we have 30, downhill 30. Probably want to adjust this ever so slightly. Hey, Amiobi, thank you for the raid. Great to see you. I'm assuming it didn't go well. That sounds like a long time. Oh wow, that's a hell of a race. Hey Alan, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Rant, please. I don't really, well, I was gonna say, I don't really have any rants on hand. There's nothing I feel like yelling about, you know, right this second. I mean, I had, you know, we had kind of started on all of the, like the charity, you know, matches with Phil, and how old and stale those are getting, but I think that's the closest I came to any sort of rant today. What about that course from the other day? Which course? I'm blanking. Oh yeah, I mean, that one was terrible, but it's more like my anger is not at that course. It's more at the fact that, like, in absolutely no world is that tour worthy, and the reviewer was just dying on that hill of, you know, like, how can people who haven't played it comment on the course? Like, you don't need to play it to know that this shouldn't be approved, let alone give it tour worthy. And the fact that you played it and gave it that is just kind of an indictment. That's, you know, that's all I have to say about that one, though. I was definitely steamed about that at the time, but I mean, but I'm like, it's almost like I'm going full dad mode, and it's the I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. That's kind of where I'm at on that one right now. Alright, well, I mean, this one's kind of coming along. We're getting there. Yeah, most people really don't want feedback. It's kind of amusing. Like, people, yeah, anyone with any kind of prominence in the community will just be hounded constantly with requests for feedback. And the instant that you play any of their courses, they immediately, you know, nobody actually wants feedback. They just want you to tell them that they're great, and that's about it. Absolutely, Viking. You need to up your dad level, AmyOB. just, you haven't quite reached maximum dad energy. Yeah, I'll do the first two. I don't think a third one usually works. I mean, again, you don't have to be like an expert to give feedback. I mean, again, there's like so much of this is opinion based. Like, there's a little bit of you're always welcome to give your opinion. It's just, I don't know. I think people do tend to conflate, like, here's my opinion on things, and this is the only right way to do it. Versus, or like, hey, I get what you're going for, but it doesn't do anything for me. Is a perfectly valid critique. That being said, again, in matters of opinion, as long as you're upfront about, hey, this is just my take on it. Like, there are courses I don't like that other people love, and that doesn't make them wrong. It's just, it doesn't do it for me, and it just whatever. That's fair too. Yeah, like yeah, and that falls into the category of stuff that's a technical misstep and it's just kind of objectively needs work versus the I don't really like this type feedback. But then again, honestly, like most newer designers are screwing up that basic stuff, and that's generally like all of like the level of feedback that they can like do something with. It takes a while to dive into some of the finer details and really wrap your head around some of those. So like if you're just starting out and there's like a little bit of everything wrong with it, it's just usually best to start with the major stuff of, hey, here's the glaring playability issues, and call it a day. Yeah, but Wayne, your playthroughs and your feedback is pretty solid overall. You don't tend to miss much that I would have picked up on, or again, you're kind of hitting all the same points that I would if I was looking at stuff. You're not missing or skipping over a whole lot. You kind of hit everything that you'd want out of a review, or I guess review is the wrong word, kind of, in terms of feedback. Baby Bull, what's up? How's it going? Also, I guess, I have to apologize. I feel not that I'm ever very good at putting thoughts into words, but I seem just even more physically incapable of talking today than normal, so I'm gonna just stumble over my words a whole bunch today. Just as I'm kind of stumbling over this course today. Oh, I'm honestly, Wayne, that wasn't even in response to your comment. That was just a more in general statement, as I'm, struggling to put together coherent thoughts and, and voice them in a way that makes sense. Because I'm just, I feel like I'm just stumbling through sentences of trying to say things, I would say, yeah, I don't want to count the number of courses I've played. It's deep into the thousands at this point. And so I don't even do much, like, actual reviewing anymore now that, like, the pace has slowed down a little and we actually have enough reviewers to kind of handle workloads. Yes, it is an ultra-wide monitor, but I've always had this monitor. My old roommate didn't want it, so he passed it off to me, and I didn't have to buy a monitor when I got my my PC set up, so... I wasn't totally sold on it at first, but I've really, once you get used to it, I've really liked it. It's okay. I think somebody else had commented the other day of like, "Hey, are you streaming on an ultra wide monitor?" Because I hadn't noticed that either. It's kind of funny. I don't know. Maybe there's something more apparent about it now than before. Who knows? No, I don't want to change that. Was that you, Pat? Yep, no worries, Wayne. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the raid. It was much appreciated. That was a bad swing. Alright, that'll work, I guess. Hey Jamie, how's it going? Oh, my goodness. I should not be tired today. And yet I am. Yeah, that one. It looked good when I first put it in, and that needs some work as well. Oi. So, and these are just like the same bunker shape 3 times in a row. Fun. Alright. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't make this an extra long episode, because I'm just struggling with every basic thing I attempt today, so... And again, some days are just like that, where creativity is a fickle thing. Some days, if you're just not feeling it, you can just put it down and just come back to it later. Here, let's flip those around. And we'll do kind of the smaller, not quite pot bunker, but you know, just kind of a little dot bunker there. That'll work. All right. Let me raise that lip a little bit. Yep, I have been there many, many times. I mean, well, I should say I'm not there with this one yet, but I mean, considering I've only really been working on this for a couple days, I really shouldn't be yet, and I don't know, I think today is less of me being sick of looking at this and me just kind of not having any ideas for this one today. That's great. That's really funny. Everyone knows that, you know, great Renaissance painters were in EDM. Civilization. It's like a turn-based kind of city-buildy strategy game, kind of, I think. I don't know how exactly I describe Civ. So you need to clear the sightlines out here a little bit, but overall I think this one works. This one has all sorts of potential. Like, it's a great little short 4, but I'm thinking I should wait until another day to attempt this, purely because I don't think I'm gonna come up with any like great ideas on it today. Oh, sorry. Alright, well, I mean, we almost have a functional front 9. Still a long ways to go in terms of making it, interesting. Some of these holes are a little on the, straightforward or, not great side. But here, we'll do a quick playthrough of the course so far. I mean, right now it's really like the ones that jump out at me are 1 and 5. Like, that's just a great little spot. Actually, and 2's pretty solid. Need to redo the bunkers for that. Maybe do a couple other tweaks. And the green. Green needs to be redone. Yay, there it is. And it's gone. As I said, this green needs some tweaks. It's not really been sculpted at all. It's more just like, hey, this is what was there when I made it, and therefore all these slopes are kind of there already. Ooh, the 4-putt, gotta love it. I'll have to redo some of the trees off to the side. Fair. Yeah, 5 came out so good. Again, yeah, it just needed to get the green worked out. Yeah, it probably doesn't need a ton. It just needs, like the slopes to make a little bit more sense. I don't mind that kind of slope off the right. And it's gone. And it's gone again. That's right, and then we go into the drivable 4, and then par 5, par 3 to end the 9. So we don't have any, like, really difficult holes on this front 9. Although I wouldn't say this is really like a gettable 5, so... At least, I mean, it's reachable, but the green isn't really receptive, so... It's still more of a 3-shot hole, I think, than a 2-shot hole. Then short 3. Maybe gotta find a way to make one of these holes trickier. Like, maybe we need to give 6 some teeth then. We can move that tee back, or we, Of course, I mean, 10 is gonna be hard. Yeah, it'll be like, 600, or like over 500 yard par 4 is the plan, I think, for that. You say 500 yard par 4. Might be able to slide the tees back on 5 a little bit. What is 7,300 overall? Tweak that a little bit. I'm unfamiliar with cherry wood off the top of my head. I'm gonna have to look at that one. I feel like I think I saw one. I think I've seen the thread for that, and I'm blanking on what it looks like off the top of my head. Like, the name's familiar, and I can't place it right now. Oh, that's Cherry Brook. That's a different course. I think there is like a recently published Cherrywood though. Yeah, no worries. Again, names are very similar. It would be, you know. I mean, and that could be what Alan was referring to, and I just didn't pick up on it because, you know, I was thinking of a different course. But yeah, I mean, I imagine there'd be some, at the very least, there'd be some Cherry Brook references or similarities. Yep, no worries. Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, there is kind of a reason this is called, you know, Cherry Brook 2, the Brookening. Is a different plot, maybe a little bit different vibe, but same ideas going into this one. Like, I think same, like, similar-ish style, maybe slightly different. Again, slightly different location, but basically just wanted this to be like a dialed up, like plot wise, maybe difficulty wise, Cherry Brook. Now I wanna check Cherrywood out just because I know that that's a course and I wanted to see what it's like, even though I know that's not what you were referring to. I'm just now I'm just curious to dive into it. This is probably a little wide. About 50 yards. Yeah, maybe a touch wide there. Also, I don't really need those bunkers anymore if they're not remotely in play. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Let's see, I can definitely sprinkle, I might leave one or two of those bunkers in. Well, there are two, I might leave those in. But I should throw a bunker in here. That's kind of the strategic spot. You kind of want to challenge that side to get a little bit of a shorter shot in so that you can reach this one. I don't think you can really do it. I mean, you're adding maybe 10-15 yards if you play to the other side of the fairway. Oh yeah, I can get rid of that one. Let's see. Do I want to get rid of this fairway or not? Yeah, I'll respline it, it's fine. It doesn't hurt, because now that it's... You know, now that it's changed from a par 4 into a par 5. Then we can, you know, what we need out of the fairway will be a little different. Alright. Since this is our layup area, we can be a little more generous out to this side. Alright. Yep, no worries. Thank you for tuning in. It was great having you. Go and done. All right. There we go. That should work. Nope. Already hate it. Cool. Oh. Bye, Baby Bull. Thank you for tuning in. Let me just do something simple here. Kind of the normal. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, whatever. Well, that's good enough for now. Oh, I want distance markers. There we go. No, that's in the trap. Yes, it is. I mean, admittedly, I'm not hugely familiar with your ongoing CC project, but if you can always change texture choices, I think, without it being an issue. Like, if you don't like them, I don't. Like, is your planting like really dependent on like the texture choices you made, or does it fluidly work with whatever you wanted? Whoops. Wasn't going to play test that, but. Did I do? I think I did. I think this is the right texture. All right. I feel like I'm just kind of staring at everything mindlessly. We've gotten a good chunk of the way in, though. I mean, I think a lot of these holes are gonna need some adjustments. Oh, I didn't do the cart path for 6, but that's fine. I'm probably just gonna route it on the outside. If I had to guess, probably. Imagine something like this. Oh, I need to connect up to 7 somehow. Or I just leave the carts way out there and make you walk all the way back. I'm kind of okay with that. That could work. I feel like I should throw something in the corner here just because. Yeah, I could throw a little bathroom in the corner. That would work. Alright, good enough for now. And I can always... Again, we're getting there in terms of basic outline. I can always toss the file back to Forrest at some point, get his feedback on ideas, see what, what he wants to keep, what he wants to pitch, what he wants to modify, that sort of thing. Yeah, but it's, a little bit of a rockier episode, but it's coming along okay. We're a little under halfway in terms of actual whole ideas. But I might cut this Joy of Planting episode here. I think if folks in stream want to hang out for a couple minutes and check out an idea I'm working on, I'm happy to give a sneak peek, get some opinions. But anyway, for those of you watching on VOD or I should turn the music off. For those of you watching on VOD or on YouTube, then I guess this will be it for the episode. So until next time, have a good one.